Welcome back, beautiful souls. Now we're going to talk about the realms of spirit, which I'm really excited to talk about. There is so much out there for us to enjoy, for us to bring down, for us to be in the energy of. So the realms of spirit are different than the realms of man, obviously, because the man is the human experience in the body, the 3D experience, I guess you could say. Whereas the spirit realms are those that are walking not in the body, but in service and in aid and in help for us. Now, there are different realms in the spiritual realms. There are different planes. There are different areas. There are so many that I couldn't possibly list them, and I do not know them all, and that's okay. The one that I want to talk about that's the most important is the angelic realms. So the angelic realms, if we think about it like this, different realms have different feelings. It's more than a feeling. So if you are connecting with spirit and you are connecting with angelic beings, the personas of angelic beings, that ultimately has a specific feeling, vibration, and frequency attached to it. So let's talk about the angelic realms. For me, the frequency of the angelic realms is very high. What does that mean? It is very safe. It is very enlightened. I am very protected. I am beaming with sunshine, solar plexus shining out. I feel pure, unconditional love. I feel light energy moving throughout my whole body. All of those beautiful things. The angelical realms, rather than the angelic realms, I'm hearing the angelical realms are realms. Thich is here. Thank you, Thich. The angelical realms are realms of masters, helpers, initiates, as well as those who they act as guides, they act as protection, they act as many, many different things. There's a reason why they're referenced in the Bible. All of the different angels, all of the different, I want to say the book of Job is really important right now. Thich is saying, yes, it is. There's information contained in the book of Job that is relevant to the current Great Awakening. However, he says words have been misplaced in it, so it's easily confused and missed the actual meaning of it. He says, go to the book of Job. If you are willing to look it up, you will immediately see. He's showing me a line on the page, one of the passages, and it's lit up. It's like when you look at the book, it's almost like a soul knowing. You know when you have a ping, somebody says something and it pings like, oh, that hit me, or that's for me. And it's like a sentence. Thich is showing me, he's opening the book of Job. He's saying right there on that page, 24, right there, there is information contained in there that is extremely relevant to what is happening. And the sentence on the page is literally lit up in yellow. Solar plexus, realm of the self, personal power. He says, you got it. Okay, so that's a message for me and for all of you. I know I'll be looking up the book of Job because I have never read that, and maybe you will too. If you don't feel like that's for you, follow that. Trust that it's not for you. Anyways, if you feel called, I can't wait to go look that up now and see what he's talking about. So let's move back, okay? I want to talk about the angelical realms. Thich says it has to do with the angelical realms in a convoluted way, in a misunderstood way is what he's making me feel like, because there's stuff that's missing. It's one sentence that sticks out. He says they forgot to change one word that changes everything. Wow. The angelic realms bring forth divine peace. They are so full of peace, harmony, radiance, joy, abundance, well-being, radiating light. So when we think of angels and we call in the archangels, people think of beings with wings on them, but really those are personas. I would like to talk about personas in depth so that everyone can understand what that means in terms of why spirit comes, who comes in spirit, when they come in spirit, how to discern if it's a spirit who is aligned with you. The angelic realms hold space for the light to replenish itself, for the The angelic realms hold space for the lambs to exist in the innocence and the freshness and the clarity and the pureness. It is a place that Jesus has his feet washed in the angelical realms. It is a cleansing and a clearing of pure divinity that brings forth massive awareness. It brings forth healing. Jesus is an energy master. He is an ascended master. He is a healer. I am the truth, the way, and the light. He is a child of God, as are you. You are the truth, the way, and the light. Your I am presence is required. The angelic realms, I'm also being told, I have Archangel Michael here. The energy of that is very, I'm literally seeing a shield. I'm seeing a sword, and it's the sword of truth. So the sword of truth is important because some of us carry this. Usually the sword of truth is blue. I keep hearing blue, 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 blue. Throat chakra. Your throat chakra is a sword of truth. It is the expression of the divine. Archangel Michael is protecting and shielding all throat chakras at this time to ensure that the truth is spoken, shielded, and protected in order to do so for the collective consciousness and the raising of the vibration and the unraveling or the destruction of that which is rooted with black dark roots. He also says forgiveness is imperative at this time. Oh, the energy of this is just, it makes me weep with unconditional love. So for me, when I forgive people, I forgive them because I know that they don't know. And the ones that do know, I forgive them because it's not mine. It's not about me. It's about them coming back from the separation. Most people just don't know. How can I hold a grudge against somebody who just didn't know? It's a universal, there's like a universe that says, yes, there's a universal law or a loophole that most people don't know about. Very few people know about. It is a way for people to coerce and manipulate while avoiding the lie. So whereas Archangel Michael says that will be no longer. There will be no more loopholes that are able to be manipulated and coerced. That is part of the Great Awakening, when personal power, personal empowerment, that's why the solar flashes have been happening. It's allowing people to unbind their personal power. The reason I am able to forgive people for things that other people can't understand how I could forgive them, or how I could even look at those people with unconditional love and compassion, is because I know they don't know. They just don't know. That relieves me of the burden of carrying their actions and their energy and their words. And it releases them of the additional burden that would stop their growth of my thought forms and targeted energy. If I'm doing that, focusing on somebody, not forgiving them, actually makes it harder for them to learn the lesson. That forgiveness does not mean you forget. It's about not carrying the poison and the burdens of somebody else's actions. That's what it's actually about. Thich, I don't know why you want me to share that, but he's saying you need to trust. It's going to become very important in the next coming weeks. So what's the date today? March 13th? So March 13th, right through to the end of March, this is going to be super important. He's telling me I need to share a channel that I posted last June. He says you received the information prematurely as it was happening in the energy before it actually happened. And now the unveiling of it requires this channel to be shared. So if you wish to read this channel, it is actually a channel from the Mother of all creation. It is something I shared quite some time ago, but I didn't really share it in an open public forum in the way that it was meant to be. It is powerful. I will not lie. I was taken aback when I read what had been channeled through. I reread it. It will be posted on my website, www.aaronchandler.com, under the Divine Channels on my website. Of course, if you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the email list just in case, and that will be sent out via email form as well. Forgiveness is going to be enormous, particularly as we move through this challenging time period of chaotic energy. The chaos of the energy can sometimes make us unbalanced. So we're talking about the realms of ourselves in order to maintain that balance in ourselves, because the more of us in our I am presence, in that balance, in the midst of tsunamis, yes, I'm being very literal, in the midst of tsunamis for a reason, says Thich, be prepared. In the midst of that, we must maintain a balance in order to help, in order to balance the energetic fields. I'm thinking, as he's saying it and I'm saying it, I'm thinking, balance the energetic fields. I've heard this somewhere before, and it's important. So as these things are coming, the collective consciousness, for the most part, is going to be very unbalanced. There are groups of people all over the world in different roles, teaching different things of mastery, who are set up, who energetically help to balance us during this time. I'm hearing a lot of light language right now. And it's important for you to understand this. So if you are in a role where you are teaching mastery and empowering others, a healer does not go around and heal everybody. A true healer teaches people how to heal themselves, empowers them in their own energy to do that. That is what a healer is. You can heal yourself and teach others how to heal themselves. Are there healers who can heal other people? Absolutely we can, and we do that. There is a time, a place, and a space for that. Sometimes somebody needs to be healed by somebody else in order to receive the teaching of how to heal themselves after the fact. This and that are true. There's nothing wrong with healers going around and healing people at all, because that is part of the journey. The spiritual awakening and the understanding of energy is to have a healing through a healer is exquisite. It is life-changing. It changes the frequencies, it changes the energies, it expands your consciousness into more. And then the job is to begin to empower and learn how to heal yourself on your own terms, master of your realm. So the angelic realms help us do this. They aid in the balancing. Angels of balance to the north, the east, the south, and the west. Ancestors to the north, we call on you for divine protection, guidance, and wisdom. Ancestor to the east, the south, and the west, the four corners. All things will come to pass that have been written, because they have been written. The angelic realms come in aid for those. There are people embodied who are earth angels. You who have been dubbed earth angels or have those things, you are directly connected to the angelic realms. I want to say at all times, but perhaps unaware of it. It's okay if you're unaware of it. That exists no matter what. I'm being told Archangel Michael, all earth angels will become consciously aware of this through their experiences, through their opening of consciousness, through their traveling through the different dimensions. They will be able to move through the astral planes with astral travel as well, exploring. Someone on here, I'm being told they're showing me, Archangel Michael saying, yes, it is beneficial if you do your astral traveling with an archangel by your side. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing somebody astral traveling intentionally and consciously with an archangel traveling beside them. You and me, baby, we're stuck like glue. This is Archangel Michael's messages. I want to talk about Archangel ZADKIEL. Archangel ZADKIEL is super important. He's talking about the ephemeral realms. Archangel ZADKIEL is coming for death and rebirth, the transformation, the bursting out of the cocoon. The death of the old must happen first. Both and are true. The angel of death I'm hearing as well. Know that the angel of death is not the end. It is not a bad omen. It is simply a signature marker, a sign. He's saying it is an omen that a transformation is happening. Do not be afraid to shed your skin. Do not be afraid to move into another version, another facet of who you are, of what you are, of what you see and what you know. Archangel ZADKIEL, I love. I love. So the reason I want, when we're talking about the realms of spirit, why I'm specifically focusing on the angelic realms is because that's the most important piece at this time for people to establish their connection with. How do you know you're connecting with the angelic realms? My description at the beginning of this, where I said this is what it feels like, and my energy dropped into that feeling, that flow, the frequency of it, the softness, the peace, the abundance, everything's gonna be all right. That is your very clear indicator. Only truth exists in the angelic realms. There is no coercion. There is no forcing. There is no dense, heavy vibrations. It is an open heart chakra. It is love streaming through you in its infinite, in its most infinite, says Thich, in its most infinite and purest frequency. Thich is saying that's the realm in this class that we're being guided to all connect with, to intentionally connect with the angelic realms. So just as we do mediumship and all those things, we're intentionally connecting with our loved one, we're intentionally talking with them, experiencing them, we're intentionally moving energy in the world around us. Sit in contemplation and meditation, and he's saying, connect intentionally with conscious intention. I wish to experience and connect with the angelic realms. May only truth, light, love, and healing come through. All other energies, blockages, interferences, or realms are now removed so that I may fully experience the angelic realm. That's what Thich is saying needs to happen in this specific class. He's teaching, not me, my friends. So, and I'm okay with that because he's bowing his head. Namaste, I'm hearing as well. It's important to connect to that first, because when you understand what the light is, when a false light shows up, you will know it immediately. You will be able to feel, see, hear, know the difference. That's the master of your own realm, the realm of man, the realm of you, your I am presence, the ability to discern, because as I said before, there are many realms of spirit. There's the lower worlds, the upper worlds, the middle worlds. Some people talk about the realms of heaven and the realms of hell. Not only does every spiritual community, religion, all of those things have the different levels of heavens, realms, dimensions, planes of existence, they have those different levels. And again, I use the term levels loosely for a reason. It's differentiating between what is what. Not all things are love. Not all realms are there to uplift you and expand you. There are realms that are there to control you and deny you and disempower you. That is not to make you afraid. That is to make you aware so that you always have that discernment and the ability to differentiate. Is this for my absolute highest good of creator, of creation, of the light? Or is this of a false light, a lower density form? Is it not for my highest good? You must be able to differentiate those things. If you do not, you will get scared because of what you're experiencing. There will be a lot of convoluted messages that come through. You can get misdirected from your purpose with confusion and energies that are not yours, energies that piggyback on your energy. There's all those things. Archangel Michael says you do not need to worry about that. I'm getting a message for me right now. You are all divinely shielded and protected by the Mother of all creation, the angelic realms, the guardians, the six-dimensional beings, preparing for this great awakening. All of you. I know that I am. I know that I spiritually and energetically protect other people and realign their energy, whether they're aware of it or not. Does not matter. That is part of who I am and part of what I do. Archangel Michael says there is a reason why there are certain people who will show up in your lives, who will attend, their role is to attend to the collective, not just in the human experience, but on all, he says, on all dimensions. So there is a support team on the 1st dimension, the 3rd dimension, the 5th dimension, the 9th dimension, the 12th dimension, all attending. Archangel Michael says the angelic realms have an overview and are connected to your soul star chakra in more ways than you could possibly fathom. It's important for this teaching to come through. I have Archangel Michael and Thich here, sharing their energy, is sharing this wisdom and these teachings so that you understand this, so that you know that you are safe, so that you can connect fully with the divine angelic realms who are all waiting for you. I've got teams of angels here who have been waiting. I've got one angel, it's a female with her hand on her hip, tapping her toes. This is the persona I'm getting. We're waiting on you. We're waiting on you to see us because we have a lot to share and a lot to move through your energy and a lot to upgrade. Angelic realms, that's going to be the focus of this. I know we're talking about there are many realms of spirit, and there are. Begin with the angelic realms. Thich says when you begin with the angelic realms, you are moving to some of the highest realms that there is. Once you are in the highest realm that there is, or experiencing that in the way that you do through your magic, all the other realms that are around it or below it are more easily discernible because you have experienced the true light. You've experienced some of the highest forms, which makes it easier to understand the lowest forms when they show up, because you're the master of your own realm. And that's when you have the ability to say, no, thank you, not going there, I'm going up there. He says the realms and the dimensions and the spheres of consciousness are all interconnected in this specific way. It is the web of consciousness and all the things that affect it, influence it, affluence. I'm talking hearing affluence it or influence it. Affluence is more of like a financial. He says that too. That's going to come into play shortly. So it's important to deal with the angelic realms in this capacity. I trust Thich and Archangel Michael's direction and guidance on this completely, wholly, and implicitly, that is the route that we need to take in this lesson. The other realms will be coming through. Archangel Michael says, I have Dolores Cannon here. She says the convoluted universe allows for that information to come through, but on Erin's YouTube channel, okay, Dolores is leading this now. She's going to be sharing more of the realms of consciousness and the different realms and beings that exist, because that is the space for that. She says for you, this beautiful group right here, we begin with the highest in order to understand and discern the lowest. Archangel Michael says when you're moving in the highest, you will then be shown the other realms. You will also be shown the realm of yourself. Archangel ZADKIEL says that's the death and the rebirth, when you are shown the realm of yourself. It allows you to allow some things to die that no longer belong there, to remove that which is not yours, and to rebirth. So is Odin, the god of death. We may be known as that, but actually we're the omens of rebirth. It is a birth. You cannot have a death without a birth. To look at it in the intrinsic form of death as the end, as dark, is only one-dimensional, is only a first-dimensional view. Nothing dies. We only transform. We transmute into other things, other shapes, other forms, other versions of us, other layers of us, a more full and expansive, vibrant life force energy embodied. So that was the angelic realms, my friends.